This shit is straight from the 90s. Now we're talking. Good morning. This is my 2020 Nissan Patrol Safari GU Y61 Badrol, whatever the hell you want to call it. The one thing it is though is unique. And here in the Middle East, in the UAE more specifically, we're one of the few places in the world where you can just pop into a Nissan dealership today and buy one brand new. Isn't that crazy? It just means that we love it and we can't get enough of it, right? Even though it's like 3 generations old at this point. I think they just announced the new Nissan Patrol or Armada, depending on where you're based, a week or so ago. But this shit is loved. And I think I get it. I picked this one a couple of months ago and you see them all over the road, right? They're all over here in this part of the world. And I always wondered what the hell was so special about them. And I think I finally get it. We're in this beautiful parking lot in the middle of the city. We're smack in the middle of the city, really. Don't believe me? Check that shit out. Yeah. Anyways, an undisclosed location if you like. So a day ago, I ended up installing a cold air intake on this. And I just want to give you a quick review of my initial thoughts and impressions and what I think about it. So first things first, let's just quickly have a look at the intake. All right, so this is an engine intake. You can see the model number there. It says 2001 to 2016 Nissan Patrol, but the truth is it's still the same, it's still the same car. And if you look at the old intake, this is it's made out of metal, really. And it reminds me of the 80s or the 90s, really. You can just looking at it, you can imagine how inefficient it is in actually getting airflow into the engine, right? So anything you put on this would be an improvement, and I think that's kind of what it is. I don't know if you could see some of the old mesh air filters inside, but it's insane that this kind of stuff still comes in a car in 2024, but the truth is, this isn't a car from 2024, is it? It's an icon of a time that is no longer there, right? There we go. Right, so I was lazy. I could have done this myself, to be honest. But, I had a shop do it for me. It took them an hour. If they wanted to, they could have done it in like 30, 45 minutes. It is a closed deck design, which is what I recommend for cold air intakes, especially if those that are meant to be driven in the desert or off-road. And if you live in a hotter climate like we do, for sure get a closed deck design. But it does have some interesting cutouts that will serve in the sound department. Other than that, straightforward install. Don't want to say too much about that. Y'all can look at videos online to see how to install the cold air intake. If anything, this must be easier than most of the shit that's on there in today's day and age. All right, we're going to do a quick POV impression and see how we get on. I'll tell you my thoughts on performance, sound, and throttle response. All right, without further ado, let's go for a quick POV run for me to show you my driving impressions of this very quick and simple mod and to see if you can actually feel the difference or if it can help transform your driving experience. All right, moment of truth. I need to see if I can get out of this car. Park. All right, they want me to pay $10. All right, let's hold off. All right, we did it. We're out of here. Woohoo! Yeah, no, sorry. I just get happy when I get claustrophobic in car parks. All right, we just need to get out of here. I'm gonna do, get on the road and we'll do a couple of pulls. If we're lucky, we might see some peacocks. There's tons of peacocks nearby. We are close to, some of the royal compounds and things like that. So there are some peacocks. Oh, there we go. There's a couple over there. A bit too far. Oh, there we go. Look at this guy. I'm just gonna roll my windows down. Birdie. So, I'm gonna judge this mod on the basis of three. Shit, that's four. Three. It's early in the morning, guys. Three factors: sound, throttle response, and performance. All right, guys. So, off the bat, just because it's pretty fresh in my mind what the old intake sounded like. This is a 30 to 40% improvement in induction sound. It's insane. I mean, I have done cold air intakes on pretty much all of the cars I've ever owned, and all of them have been performance cars in some way or shape or form, and I'll talk more about them in the coming videos. None of them have had such a dramatic increase in induction sound from a simple cold air intake. A closed box design for that matter. It's insane. So if you're looking for sound, this should do it. And the great thing is with these TB48 engines, go on YouTube and just check out how some of the people have made them sound. They sound amazing, right? Tunnel. I mean, it's not an exhaust, so I don't know what a tunnel's going to do, but force of habit. But anyways, if you check them online, there's so much that people can do to them, and they sound glorious, right? But when you get in a stock one, it sounds like nothing. It's kind of like an E39 M5 with that masterpiece of an engine, the S62. It's one of my favorite engines of all time, right? Fight me if you disagree. Again, if you sit in a stock one, it sounds like nothing. And with just a few minor, tweaks here and there, it sounds like, it's come from the gods, right? And that's what this engine is as well. It's such a legendary motor. It's such a legendary car. And it needs, some mods to make it sound and feel like the way it's meant to be. So an induction sound is definitely, a gateway mod, if you like. And I do have plans to do a lot more on the other side to get some of that more well-rounded TB48 goodness. So sound, A+. Throttle response. I mean, look, it's way more peppier. And I'm just going to put it in manual mode right now. Damn, look at that. Third gear. Is it going to go in second? We're at 90. Oh yeah, it's going to go right in the torque band. I mean, yeah, that's a lot more peppier, right? So, all right, not as noticeable. Jesus, shift, man. What the fuck? All right, so not as dramatic of an increase of sound, but certainly something, a noticeable sort of enhancement, I would say, right? So throttle response, again, amazing. Really good if that's what you're looking for. Performance. So I don't want to get into that too much because I haven't dynoed the car. And you know what? Fuck dynos. I hate dynos for showing performance improvement, to be honest, guys. I mean, look, I know that, they can measure any changes to your engine, horsepower and torque. But the thing is, you post one dyno result online and everyone and their mother comes in and sort of just bashes you, right? Oh, did you, factor in the temperature? Yes, I did. How soon or how, what was the time difference between the two dyno runs, right? Well, it was just an hour, right? Oh, well, did you factor in the Earth's gravitational pull? No. Everyone, people are going to figure out one way or the other to to downplay your dyno results. So, you know, no need to get into that. Look, if you like doing dynos, more power to you. I prefer real world, you know, performance, 100 to 200, 60 to 130. That's my jam, right? And no, I haven't done that for this car because I'm not even sure if it gets to 200. So I'm not going to say much about performance. Sorry, rant over. And yeah, auto mode. But the butt dyno tells me that it's picked up a little something, right? It does seem to feel that way. So amazing, great. Anything you can pick up from a cold air intake, 2 thumbs up, right? So in summary, great mod. I have no particular kind of love or affiliation with Engine. They seem to have made a great product. They're very reputable. I know other companies do pretty good cold air intakes too, so just pick the one up that that you like and that you can get a good deal on. I got a great deal on this one, so I picked it up, put it on there, right? With that, I think that kind of sums up our review. A little bit about me and the channel. So I do intend to be making a lot more videos. They will be POV style, like what you see here, mostly. I'm someone who's been passionate about cars since the day I was born. One of my earliest childhood memories is you know, reading Car and Driver magazine. I had like a box full of like these Motor Trends, Road and Tracks, Car and Driver since I was like 4 years old. So it's always been like a safe space for me and a haven, and this is long overdue. This is a passion project, and perhaps more than that, it is therapy for me, you know, to make these videos, automotive therapy in today's day and age, you know, with all the stresses of life and everything that's going on. This is my escape. And what I'm hoping to do with this channel is to make it group therapy, perhaps, right? So I'll be doing car reviews. I do want to do a full review on this car to give you my take on it. I think I have a bit of an interesting take on it. And I think a lot of people outside of the Middle East who don't have access to this car might be curious to know more about it. And I would love to share my thoughts with those people primarily, as well as those folks closer to home. I'll be doing part reviews. I do have another car, which some of you guys may find to be a lot more interesting. I'm going to be doing track days, you know, other stupid stuff, just taking you guys along for the journey. Stick around, like, comment, subscribe, tell me your thoughts, tell me about your TB48, VTC, Safari, Y61 experiences, and see you next time. All right, take care, guys. Bonus content time, guys. Bonus content. All right. I just revved the shit out of my engine. Everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck happened to this guy? Anyways, you guys saw that limiter, right? There's a clue there. Stay tuned for the next series of this build. See you guys next time.